Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me. So for this video, I'm going to be giving a review of the film 1917, which is directed by Sam Mendes, and it is the true story, a war story that takes place in World War One, and it tells the story of these two young gentlemen, the leads here, who are given a mission by the general of the British Army to deliver a message to a fleet up a distance ahead to call off an attack because it is a trap set up by the Germans. They think they're pushing forward and they're kind of have the high ground, so to speak, or whatever, but they really don't. And like I said, it's a trap, and it's these two young men's responsibility to deliver that message in order to save thousands of lives. So the stakes are set here. This is this film is quite the thrill ride, and I want to mention that this film is directed by Sam Mendes, who I honestly think is a star here. Absolutely phenomenal job by him of directing, and as well Roger Deakins, the legendary cinematographer, who is been behind some of the works of some of my favorite films. He is a legend in cinematography, and yeah, that's really the star of this film because what this is, of course, I also do appreciate the fact that one of the young soldiers who's on the mission, he has a brother who's in the fleet ahead whose life is on the line here if they don't get there in time. So there's that kind of personal investment that you see that these characters have in it, and it kind of makes it more motivating for you as a viewer to be rooting for them on the mission. And like I said, it is a really big thrill ride. And what I really love most about it, I really love that it kind of takes place. 90% of the film takes place in real time, meaning from the moment the film starts, and the stage is set. Hey, you got to do this mission, and it takes place in real time. And it's like they're on the run. It's just them two, and they come across soldiers of enemy lines. There's planes crashing around. There's all this action, and it plays like it's a real war. It's very immersive. It's a very immersive experience. It's quite very interactive for the viewer to be a part of that, to feel like you are. It gives you a feeling like you're in the war. You know what it was like to be there, even as much as a viewer could be from watching it on a screen. It feels like you're actually there, and so that being said, like I said, it taking place in real time. Yes, it is a war movie, but it's not like it's just boom, boom, guns, actions. Throughout the entire film. No, there's moments of tension, moments of silence where there's just tension building, and you're like, you think that they're safe and they're running through and they're hiding, but you hear gunshots out of nowhere, and then it's on the run, and the music picks up, and then it's really quite the thrill ride. I love that so much. There's only probably like a couple of sequences where it kind of skips forward time a little bit because like they only have like a day to accomplish this. So really love that they did that here. Like the first 30 minutes of the film, 40 minutes play like it's like one entire shot, and you're just watching it. I do appreciate watching war documentaries, and that kind of paints a great picture of what it was like back then. But this is just like you're just there. You're watching these two on the run of their lives. It's really enjoyable. Really great credit to Roger Deakins and Sam Mendes on their collaboration. They really put together quite a filmmaking masterpiece in that regard from a technicality standpoint. And the performances by the two young gentlemen are actually really great as well. They have a dynamic, like I said, there's their personal investment in this story, in this war, in this mission is really quite enjoyable. Um, yeah, you know, I am a sucker for war films. When done right, I think it's some of the most brilliant filmmaking that can be made out there because it's such a real, fortunately, war is real, and it goes on, and it's up to the task that these filmmakers take upon themselves to try to paint the picture of what it was like, and it's the ones who execute it the best, where you tip your cap to them, and you're like, wow, just brilliant filmmaking, and that's the case here. Nothing short of incredible filmmaking. I think there's Oscar. I mean, as I mentioned in my previous video that Sam Mendes won for the best drama motion picture for 1917 and best director. I think this film is the favorite going forward. Um, not like I said, not comparing it to some of my favorites of 2019. I wouldn't say up it's up there for me. Maybe two or three. Like I said, Joker still stands as my favorite film of last year. But kind of getting into the trying to get into the Academy's head and trying to predict what I feel like they are going to do. I do see this film being a big winner come come the Oscars. I think it's going to win all the technical special effects, um, director, cinematography, and like I said, best picture. I think it's the favorite for here, and rightfully so. Like I said, this is definitely one of the most enjoyable war films that I've seen in recent memory. Um, just an absolute, just on the edge of your seat, just it's great. I highly recommend it. Like I said, if even if you're not into war films, I just encourage you to go see it just see what I'm talking about. If you feel the way I feel and how it just feels like I know we're in the age of like VR and you put the thing on, it's like you're really there. This is really like that, and I can't say enough about it. That's what I appreciate most about filmmaking is how a director adds his touch to it and how he chooses to tell the story and create that aesthetic. And my God, is the aesthetic there of war and violence and death and tension and a mission and on the run for their lives, a race against time. Time is the enemy here in this movie because they got a mission, and that's the one thing that keeps you on the edge of your seat the whole time is that you know that they have only X amount of time to deliver this message. Otherwise, thousands of lives are at stake, are gone. So really enjoyed that. So I highly recommend. I can't recommend this film enough. I really encourage you all to go out and see it. And yeah, um, that is my review for 1917. If you've seen the film, what did you think about it? Please let me know. And if you enjoyed what I had to say and want to stay tuned for more weekly movie reviews and other movie related videos, please consider liking this video and subscribing. So thank you so much for watching.